Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Legend Series Marvel, The Unbelievable Gwenpool, and it's from the Lizard Build-A-Figure. It says it right up here on the box right there. And this figure is one of the figures from the waves I anticipated the most. It was her, Mysterio, and Spider-Punk. But at first it was just her and Mysterio. Comes in this awesome, typical style of Marvel Legends packaging with its own little background in there. It's all pink, has Gwenpool in there. You have a picture of Gwenpool on the side that looks great. And again, it has like the skulls and all that stuff imaged right down here. That's the same thing as the interior, almost like, I don't know, like those designer bags and stuff like that. Then you get the G on the top. And then you get a little bit of a bio. Her posed pretty nice on the back, showing off that penguin backpack, which I'm glad they didn't get rid of. Then you have everybody else from this wave. You got the Lizard, you got Gwenpool. I already did the Prowler, and I'm going to follow these in sequence, and hopefully by then, before I get to Mysterio, I'll have Mysterio. He's the only one I'm missing. And it's unfortunate because it's just like everybody's trying to pick them up and resell them for crazy prices or trade them for stuff that's just not reasonable. But let's go ahead and pop this bad girl out of the package. All right, here we go. We got Gwenpool looking fantastic out of the package. I love the little holding the hands in a heart shape. As you can see, she does have that really cool background in her package there. It looks really awesome. And she comes with a buttload of accessories, starting with the Build-A-Figure piece, which is the reason I don't like the Build-A-Figure, is this tail. So this tail's pretty awful. Like, the sculpt's great, but articulation-wise, I really don't like how a tail should look like a lightning bolt. It ain't my thing. Then we get two swords. The swords, katanas, we've seen before. Okay, so this is not anything new. It's actually one of the worst painted, I think, out of all the ones that we've received. Just brown handles in the gray plastic. That's it. I wish I would have gave a little bit of detail to it. I might go in and might add pink in those little diamonds there, or something, just to make these stand out. So, and I never really like how they put these in the package where it's like all tucked in there, and it's like you don't really get a straight blade when it comes out. So I wish they would do a better way of packing these swords. And anybody that's purchased figures that came with the sword, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Then we get some trigger fingers, and I love the fact that we're getting a variety of female hands that are not your typical female hands. And you know, if you don't have any guns, I know she doesn't come with any, just use the guns you have. I know you're collecting figures, and I'm sure they come with a variety of guns that you could use for these hands. She also comes with the awesome peace sign hand. Looks great. You can use it in a variety of different ways. And she comes with her, last but not least, cell phone hand, which is saying you got to have a hand that can hold a cell phone. Then she has the heart hands that are equipped, and she does come with a trusty cell phone. It's just something plain. There's a little dot where you start, almost like iPhone or Samsung. They all look the same nowadays. So it's a smartphone. Then she comes with an alternate head. And it looks awesome. Tongue out. Eyes look great. Love how bright and metallic those pink the eyes are. And I love the little dupe on the back of her head. So this is definitely an amazing looking head sculpt. And I do apologize if you guys hear this because, yeah, my puppy Timber is chewing on a chew toy right while I'm trying to do this review. And I try to get him out of this whole room, and I place him outside to chew on it. He ends up bringing it back in and laying right there and wanting to chew. So I do apologize if you hear him gnawing. Diving right into the figure itself, she is phenomenal. The head sculpt on this is great, and you know, she looks amazing. Like I love her design. The little dupe, everything just sounds wow. Looks great. Design and everything is really clean. Paint's clean. She got that really, really cool penguin backpack that I'm really, really glad that they didn't get rid of. So you can see on the top, that's where the swords go in. And as for head articulation, she gets a nice, she gets a whole crazy amount of range, like all over the place. She can look down this far. She can look back crazy far. And her arms go up to the side like so. She doesn't have a bicep swivel. She has a rotation at the wrist, or at the elbow. And then a wrist bend and wrist rotation and a bend at the elbow. No double jointed elbow. But I like the little chunk of plastic they use for like a guard on the arm there. Almost looks like that says like L1 on there. This one have a, yeah, this one has a R1. So in case you guys didn't know which hand was which, you know, left and right, they both have that same type of design and armor, so it looks really good. Her ab crunch is the diaphragm crunch, I guess I should say. It doesn't really do much. It can go back this far, but it can only go forward this far. So not cool at all. No waist swivel. She's got a little brown belt wrapping around that waist, and that's really good. I wish they would have added some wash or paint to it. Come on now. You guys are slaying it with some of these figures. A little bit of wash on these belts would have been good. You got this belt with that beautifully done G painted really well. Got a pouch for the cell phone. Cell phone just fits in right there, and just this looks great. It hangs nicely. Can she do the Van Damme? No, she cannot do the Van Damme. So that's as far as her legs go out. She got this thigh swivel cut, and like it looks like how mine's cut. It's weird. It's like they have like a lippage going on there, and I'm not a fan of that. Even when I rotate it, it's all smooth, and then you got this extra lip. This leg not at all, but I mean that's crazy. I'm not drilling the stuff right. But she does have the double jointed knees, work really well. No swivel or anything at the sock or boot or whatever, but I really, really like these soccer shin guards. They're pearlescent, like metallic white, looks freaking phenomenal. And the straps are painted all the way around, looking great. She does have a ankle bend and a pivot, and it can rotate. Wow, doing that just made it really like loose. This one not so much, but it's sort of weird that they did like these weird ball style articulation. I don't know. Then the back, she got a little bit donk, a little bit of a booty going on right there. Got the numbers going down her legs. And the penguin and everything. I mean, this is a pretty awesome figure. Like I like it a lot. All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna put the swords in. See how these look. Did they go in this way? Oops. I went and slid it through her above her belt. Let's see if these go in this way easier. So I guess you can just have it either way, I suppose. Let's see here. Come on, get in there. There we go. Yeah, so I guess it's totally up to you of how you want the swords to be in the backpack. I mean, they both fit in both ways. I really don't know if you're reaching back. Are you grabbing this one? You're grabbing this one? I'm not too sure. So I guess it depends on how your Gwenpool is going to be utilizing these swords. Cute little penguin. Cute little penguin. But let's get these heart hands off of her. Get these trigger finger ones on there. They fit really nice. And honestly, with my background now, got some beers and stuff like that. Daredevil back there. I got an extra chair. And I think she'll be great to sit back there with all the beers and stuff like that. It'll be pretty cool. So I was trying to figure out who I'd put there. And I think this character has a lot of life and a lot of, I don't know if energy, attitude, whatever you want to call it. But let's go ahead and change her stuff all out. The nice thing is they didn't do what they did with Bullseye and make all the hands that are cool and doing something all on one side. They learned their lesson there. Okay. Now, cell phone hand right there. Got the little dot at the bottom. Just slides like that. So then you got her all posed up, taking a selfie, tongue out. You know, the bad thing is like the elbow's not being double jointed. I mean, that's as far up as you can get, you know, her to put her hand up. I mean, you try to snag it in there, but I mean, the disadvantage. I guess you can bend her wrist a little bit, extend it out, give it a little bit of attitude. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I wish they would have done double jointed elbows for her, and her to be a little bit more posable. Like, I guess I feel like her splits should be a little bit better, but still a amazing looking figure. And I mean, you could literally like put her on like a little flight stand, like she's jumping in midair, and taking herself a selfie. One thing I will say is definitely, like, you can see how thin piece of plastic is. Try not to use too much force, because I could easily see that this would just snap, because it's a very small piece of plastic that I feel could break off if you put too much pressure. As for the cell phone does just slide right in this pouch. Fits in there nice and snug. Looks great. I also failed to mention that she can kick out and do a Spartan kick. You know, it's not as high as I would like, but she can still kick it out. She can only go back that far because of her butt flap. This figure is so fun to pose, guys and gals. I mean, I love her so much. It's just a really fun figure. And, I mean, that basically sums up my unboxing and review of the Legends series, the unbelievable Gwenpool. And this figure is definitely unbelievable. I mean, look at the cool poses that you can get out of her, and she comes with so many accessories, and it's just a really fun figure. So as always, you know, if you like what you saw, hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, as I'm going to continue to do figure reviews, toy reviews, whatever reviews that unboxing art myself will do. And as always, you know, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting. I want you guys to keep on collecting, and I want you guys to have a beautiful day.